size of the heart. So he said, "Truly I say to you that this poor widow has put in more than all. For all these out of their abundance have put in offerings for God. But she out of her poverty put in all the livelihood that she had." Luke 21, verses 3 and 4. If human beings have always been wired the same, and I suspect that they have been, the gifts of the wealthy at the temple must have turned a lot of heads. Wow! Did you see how much that guy put in the offering this week? I only wish I could have given that much. People have often been impressed with the charitable deeds of the wealthy. Buildings are dedicated to wealthy families, plaques placed on the wall. Foundations are named for people who have the means to contribute substantial gifts. While the rest of the crowd may have been impressed with the gifts of the affluent, their faces lighting up with wonder, Jesus remained unimpressed. Then came a poor widow who threw in a couple of pennies. I guess it'd be the American equivalent. But Jesus lit up. Did you see that? See what? A poor person tossing a few cents into that plate? So what? How much good could that paltry sum possibly do? You are not going to build a hospital with that money, or even start a soup kitchen. It is negligible. What's so impressive about 2 cents? It was the fact that the poor widow gave it all. The wealthy were accustomed to putting large sums in the offering, but they had not given everything. The act of complete self-denial warms the heart of God because it means that his own character is being reflected in the heart of a human being. Jesus himself, after all, gave everything. He gave up the glories of heaven for a life in a world racked with pain and suffering. He stepped away from the adoration of angels to be mocked and rejected by people whose lives depended on his creative power. He even gave up his own life. Absolutely everything he had to save sinners. To save me. Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. Paul said, who being in the form of God, did not consider it robbery to be equal with God, but made himself of no reputation, taking the form of a bondservant, and coming in the likeness of men. It is not the number of digits on the check that puts a smile on God's face. It is the size of the heart that gives it.